Hey, Yuri here from Healthpreneur, and I want to make a bold statement right now, and it's this. It's free is hurting your business. Free is likely hurting your business. Now, why would I say that? So I'm going to give you two stories. One of them is a story about one of my companies, and the other story is about another one of my companies, and a really interesting distinction that I've discovered over the past 13 years of having built two multiple seven-figure companies online. First one, so I'm in, our first company is in the health and fitness space. We've helped over 500,000 customers to better health. We've done some great stuff, but it's a very traditional model. So very traditional in the sense of lead magnets. Our blog gets 1 million visitors per month, right? So I'm just gonna actually set myself up under here, if you don't mind, in the palapa. Okay, let's have a little discussion about this. So so lead magnets, our blog gets 1 million visitors per month. I've got 250,000 subscribers on YouTube, a lot of free stuff, okay? A lot of good stuff. But the challenge with that is we have put out so much stuff, and a lot of our funnels are based on free lead magnet, $10 offer, and then a whole upsell flow. And quite honestly, I don't really do much in that business anymore. I haven't really been active in that for the past 2-3 years. Our team, my brother runs that company now, and I spend most of my time with our higher level clients in our healthpreneur business, who are other health and fitness experts, to grow their coaching businesses. The reason that I don't prescribe what I just mentioned is because of the following scenario. So we run as an example, one of our funnels, Facebook ad to a free cheat sheet, a PDF, in the intermittent fasting space. Really good stuff. And we find that people who go from the ad to opt in for the cheat sheet, decent conversion rate. Again, free download. Take a guess at how many of those people actually go to their email to download the PDF they're after. Yeah? Well, if you don't want to let me know because I can't hear you, the answer is less than 50%. Less than 50% of people who say, yes, I want this, actually go to their email to download it. For me, that's a problem, right? If you really want to help people, that's an issue. So that's the first issue. The second issue is we offer them a really great program that is what I think is a no-brainer. It's $10. It's going to help them accelerate the results. And guess how many people who opt in decide to purchase that product? Again, I'll give you a second to think about this. The answer is 1.5%. 1.5% of people who came in for this free thing are purchasing this $10 thing. So again, to make those numbers work with paid traffic is very challenging. And this is why, I'm not a huge fan of giving a ton of free stuff away. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, Yuri, here's an example of a video you're doing for free, kind of giving it away. And yes, there's a little bit of a balance, but I wanna bring some context back, because I see a lot of experts in our space make mistakes with like free challenges and summits and stuff like that. And not to say that stuff can't work, but I see, my whole perspective is, let's just get people to the results. Like, why do we have to do these convoluted things where we're giving them 30 days of free stuff, and then hopefully they'll buy our $67 program at the end, and very few of them do. And the reality is that free is hurting your business because people don't value free. Let me repeat that. Free is hurting your business because people don't value free. People don't value what they don't pay for. It's the same reason that my kids don't care if they put holes in their pants playing soccer on a turf field, because they're not buying the pants. I told my oldest son, Oscar, who's 8, I said, listen, you put another hole in those pants, you are buying your own pants from now on. And I promise you, if he's buying his own pants with his own money, he will make darn sure there's no holes in his pants. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first example of free, really challenging to make that work. And I was having a conversation with a prospective client a couple weeks ago. He was saying he has a list of 110,000 people. I'm like, holy cow, that's amazing. How have you generated these leads? Oh, we've been doing free challenges. I'm like, that's terrific. Like 21-day keto challenges, etc. And I said, okay, why are we having this conversation? Well, he said, well, because my business is hurting. I'm not really generating the revenue that I want to generate. And I said, okay, that's fair. So you have 110,000 people on your email list running free challenges, and you're having this conversation with me because you're making less than a few $1,000s a month. That's a problem, okay? So I'm not saying that everyone running free challenges is encountering the same results, but for the most part, it's not going to happen. It's challenging, right? So the second realization that I had was, With our healthpreneur business, we do things a little bit differently. We invite people to a free webinar, right? But again, it's a little bit different because they have to register. They got to sit and watch for 60 minutes. But what we find is that people going from that webinar to booking a phone call with us, which is part of our perfect client pipeline, is so much higher. And the likelihood of those people enrolling and working with us as coaching clients is so much higher. And our margins are so much better than if we were trying to do free challenges and low priced offers. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because if someone wants a result, why don't we just go right to the result and give it to them? Yes, they're gonna have to pay for it, but if you do a good job and really provide a great service, you're gonna transform that person's life. And that's our whole position. That's the whole message I wanna get across here, is that if you think that you're doing people a service by giving everything away for free because you feel you don't have enough self-worth to charge for it, or you don't think people are gonna pay for your expertise or your help, I'm here to tell you that you're mistaken. Because there are people out there who will value the expertise that you have to transform their life. Not everyone, but the right people will, right? So the right people are gonna step up, and the people who've been in pain and suffering long enough, they're gonna finally want a solution. They don't want a pamphlet. They don't want tips when transformation is required. So don't give them tips when transformation is required. You know, free videos like this, the only reason I do these videos, to be very honest with you, is because my business is at a point now where I have the freedom to do this. The big mistake I see is that everyone's doing free, then charge. What I'm suggesting is you charge up front, build your business, build your revenue, build your income, so you can step away from all that kind of the doing this. You have the freedom of space and time to then give more away for free. A big distinction. So what I want you to really remember here is attract clients, get them to pay you, transform their life, really help them, make more money first, and then you have the space and freedom to create and give away everything else for free. Does that make sense? Instead of, I'm gonna create 1,000 videos on YouTube and hopefully attract some clients from that, but it's not working, why isn't it working? And then you start freaking out. So charge more upfront, transform those clients, you have more space, your cup is more full, if you will, and then you can have a lot more freedom to take a trip and shoot videos while you're on the trip, if you will. So anyways, if you want help with this, we have some really great training on this. There should be a link around this video, check it out, and it'll help you understand this whole concept. I'll basically give you my whole business strategy right there in our training. And if you wanna see how we built our company from the ground up, how we're helping our clients do the same, who are, again, all health and fitness experts, without doing a lot of the shenanigans that we're talking about, like no free challenges, none of that stuff. Check it out. I think you'll really find it valuable. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got the wheels spinning a little bit. Anyways, if you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs to see this, and I'll look forward to seeing you inside the training. See you soon.